And we're going live.
And on Facebook.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, we are back!
Back.
Stop
Oh, we paused.
How about we pausing?
Well, I didn't pause.
I meant to say the other phone.
Yeah, I'm back.
What's up, y'all?
Yes.
We're
What's up
back.
with
Stop
the
playing.
How are we?
Hey,
What's
time
going
out.
on?
They
What's
don't
going
even
on?
see these two over here. Look, you forgetting there's one over here too.
Oh, hold on.
That's
It
because
starts sounding like Puffy.
he got to back that thing up. He got it all plugged up.
You got it. That's what it is.
You know,
Yeah.
please,
We got enough.
Kelly
Do we have enough charge?
Michelle Puffy.
No, that
No,
cord
that's
is
it.
like, no.
That's at the stretch point right there.
So that's why I put, Jeff will big himself up in it. So welcome back, y'all.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
The September season is here, and Hood to Hood Station is coming right back.
Well, and also too, people remember that Time Out, also too, Time Out Network.
What's up?
And the team of Time Out Network, Anonymous Guardian.
Oh, yeah, we got
AG.
AG up in the house. How
and our
you doing,
new person,
AG?
Miss Shannon,
Hi,
she's a
Shannon.
new
Go ahead,
person,
just get in there, say hi to the
And
nation.
you may even see her. We don't know. We'll see.
Oh, we got some super shit going.
So, I hope everybody had a great summer on their
Oh man, I relaxed. I saw a big cockroach in Miami. People now. I tried to lasso it.
Well, of course, on mine, and I know if you're watching mine, you don't see the other two individuals, but they are in the background, and yeah, there they are. It's only retarded. Yeah.
We see them. Y'all see us?
There's Kelly. And there's Pretty Rick. There's even the bald spot.
I think
and then you got Anonymous over in the
all this summer. I've been, even though we're supposed to be on vacation, I've been keeping up with the latest topics and content, and I've just been itching to get all of y'all,
Well, everybody, do we get the 3 minutes down? Do everybody get the 3 minutes down?
I know everybody watching the news. I want to go with the latest topic.
Okay, go ahead.
What's up, Time Out Nation? Latest topic. The young man who held the police off for 8 hours.
Yo.
His name is publicly Maurice Hill.
Right.
Okay. I was reading the investigative report that all the different ones did, but after they broke the story down, it takes about 72 hours for them to get all the real information.
Right.
All that he did, all that strong power, made all the police all scared.
They were scared.
They were scared.
Oh.
You should hear the voice. The chick was calling like, they showed at us! The back up, motherfuckers! The fuck?
I'm sorry, that's your job. That's your job. Yeah.
So,
Sorry, cops. I like you people.
I come to find out in my investigation that and all that they were not even serving the warrant to him. They were serving it to someone upstairs. Get the reaction.
Okay. Now,
Get the fuck out of nowhere.
okay. In order to respond to this, and do understand that they were not. The police were not looking for Maurice Hill.
If you go
now, wait a minute. Now, 6 cops got shot, right? Was it 6 cops? Okay.
I hope
Now-
you like Jeff over Skippy.
So it was very serious because there were kids involved, and
Yes.
there were
yes.
mothers, and there were spouses that were upset about that, and they were actually trying to help some of them on the inside.
I want to speak
Okay,
on
go
this
ahead.
because apparently we forget that cops are people too.
No.
And
I
then,
didn't.
but when we need them and they come, they're all right. But when they do something wrong or something happens to them, we bash them.
Did y'all hear that?
The reality is real simple. They're people too. Just because they pick the service, that don't mean they're your slaves.
That's true.
As if you don't want someone to talk badly about you, but your job, why does they deserve to be talked badly about their job? I think they have a horrendous job. Everybody, how would you like to walk around all the time thinking someone would shoot you for no reason at all just because you are a police officer? That must be a tremendous fucking burden.
Yeah, which means they either need to get paid more or let them wear vests when they walk in.
But that's the same thing. Because in our neighborhood, they have to wear vests. In their neighborhood, they don't.
Hold up. I swear to God, this
They
man.
have to wear vests on a daily. It's
Yo,
not.
I mean,
that's
yo, you
all
gotta do
everywhere.
that. I mean, that's keeping it real, not
We need to
friendly.
start greeting them and welcoming them as if they were people,
Excuse
because
me.
they are people.
I apologize for cutting in and sounding like the elephant in the room. I just seen some police officers around here patrolling with no vest on. They had on regular shirts and everything. Is it mandatory for a police
No, they have
officer
their
to wear
cap
a
on
vest?
underneath it.
It's body fit.
Okay.
It's body fit. You know I had to know that.
Because I don't get in shit.
I'm not.
I would
Y'all
know.
pay for that shit.
I mean, it does. That would help you not have the right information.
I don't come that close to the officers, but I do understand the viewpoint.
I
Because
do.
they're
You're
not
right.
You know, they're not only white officers.
The
They're
behavior on the news after the police stood off with their van for 8 hours was terrible.
This man
The
was.
police were walking through the crowd, people pushing them, shoving them, cursing at them for what they're leaving. They didn't stop them. They didn't make the public leave. And the public, honestly, you shouldn't be standing around an active shooting situation filming with your phone.
Yeah, what if boy would have came out like,
Okay, but that's
a lot
the
of people would
thing.
have been even hurt.
That's the thing. Like it was, and I'm not trying to talk about nobody and moving on to some part of the next story to keep into that. It was a man who was drowning, who instead of him calling 911 for help, he took selfies. I didn't want to say it like that. Wait.
Oh, fuck out of here. Hold up, you lying. Excuse me. Yeah, pretty much broke. Hold up. I'm drowning and I'm taking fucking selfies. You better grab a shark, nigga. Yeah.
He took a video saying goodbye to his family and everything instead of calling 911. So they're at a day and age where instead of calling the police and saying for help or whatever, people will pull out their phones, they go to it to see, because if your video hits and go viral, you get paid.
But then,
I don't think it would have anything to do with viral, because when planes start to crash, that's when family members start calling and sending text messages, and they send videos and stuff to their family. So maybe he felt like he was in a situation where he was not going to make it.
Thank you. 911.
So it's like the last thing I need to say is my family. You know? It's the same thing like somebody was on a plane. You know?
I did see this cartoon on this blog that I was on. That says where somebody called 911, the man is all in the water and everything, and the ambulance is out there, and the guy's like with this clipboard like, what kind of medical insurance do you have?
Oh.
And the guy's out there like with his last arm up in the air.
Let's look at the reality of it.
Healthcare in America.
It takes an average of 3 to 5 minutes for 911 to respond to you.
You are
If you're drowning, first of all,
You
can you
called it
really
one.
be that long?
And where exactly was he? Was he in the ocean? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
So which means even if they got there and he's 20, 30 feet from shore, it's another 2 minutes to get to him.
But he's sitting there going, tell my family and friends. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm lying.
That's pretty
My brother
mind-blowing.
might be in a log cabin 30 feet away from me, as opposed to the police station
You're
2 miles down the road.
You're absolutely right. And you know what? You're absolutely right because, I'm sorry that I keep laughing.
Nah, man, listen.
It would be just the furthest thing from my mind.
Right.
To get
Give me a fucking
the
selfie.
hill station to be like, oh, y'all, I'm about to die. I love my cat and my dog and my mama and my man and my kids.
Look good.
Look good.
Look
But the reality is simple. We don't know what's in front of us.
And you don't know what your last moment.
And you don't know what
True.
you. But I would say this: try to
I
make
would
it
call
as pleasant as
911
possible. Because if they said we had 60 minutes to live, I would surround myself with everybody that loved me and I loved. Because then I have no problem leaving. But if I had 60 minutes to live and it's 60 seconds to live and it's a choice between 911 and my family,
Right.
you motherfucking right. I don't even have a social website. But I would be calling someone and say, I just want you to pass the fucking word. I love you to the very end.
Well, we have some comments, y'all.
Oh, we got comments? Okay. Damn, you know this is a black
Nobody's
person.
commenting on anything.
Chunky Don
I've got 5 minutes and
to
nothing's
take his
happened
girl.
yet.
Chunky Don wants to take your girl, Jeff. He's talking about you.
Sorry. You trying to get a couple of zip codes.
Hey, yo. No, rude. Don't be rude. That'll just get you blocked and fucked with. Don't do that, Chunky Don. I won't fuck with you.
Damn.
I'm
And she walked out and
special
blacked
like
us all out.
Chunky Don, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Hi, to take your girl. Chunky Don.
Be a good boy.
Behave. Be a good boy. Hey, what's up, Reese Man? Papa Squad. Reese Man in the house watching this.
Oh, okay.
y'all.
But,
That's Chunky Don.
no, we only fear death. Wait a minute, we only fear death if we are afraid of unknown.
But how
only
can you
fear
be
death
afraid
for-
of what you don't know?
Exactly.
What you don't know is a learning experience. Everything in front of you, if you get the opportunity to use any of your senses, you learn from that. But what you don't know is what they have taught you to fear.
Right.
Say it again. Say it again.
In
say
order
it
to be
again.
afraid of something, you must be controlled.
Right.
Mhm.
People look for what it is you're afraid of. I'm afraid of a lot of things, but you know what I'm not afraid of? What I don't know.
Right?
Because what you don't know.
Because what I don't know, I don't know.
You know, nigga. Didn't you hear Biggie? Nigga?
I heard something one day. Somebody told me. They said ignorance is bliss. They said once you don't know something, if you don't know something, once you know it, you can't not know it.
I mean, death can be feared though because people experience loss, and they associate it with that.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, so they see their loved ones pass away. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's scary. They might feel like that's something to them. They see people that die and get forgotten. Maybe that's something that's scary to them. You know what I mean?
Yes,
They
but
worry about their children.
because that's
you
the
know?
knowledge of knowing this is a feeling, but that feeling is on this side.
Right, I understand that. I'm not saying like they know exactly like the fear
Right.
the afterlife itself, but the fear of going, that's totally.
But the whole
like,
purpose
feasible.
of living is the knowledge of knowing that you're going.
I mean,
And that's one of the things we are taught. We are taught.
It doesn't
Not
matter.
to
But it
recognize
has to be
going.
accepted.
And
Like
Western-
some people don't. Some people die and it's
And
denial. Like,
And
well, I'm
Western
never gonna die.
philosophy, like in certain philosophies of some people, they're like the fear that they have is living. When they're dead, they figure they go to another plane or they have peacefulness or whatever it is they feel as though their problem is being here now. This is hard.
But this is what I'm saying, because I always talk about me. I don't talk about other people because the only person I know well is myself.
Yeah.
I don't have that fear of what I don't know. I'm a seeker of knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also I have empathy because I try not to use a lot of emotions because they get in the way sometimes to me.
Yes.
So
yes.
I look at everything from my perspective. I cannot look at it from somebody else's perspective because I cannot and will never be them.
Oh, yeah.
You can try to understand.
Yes, that's why I said I have empathy.
That's why I said maybe some
bring
people.
it to me so that I can understand it. Because I'm trying to learn it.
And even if you don't actually have to understand it, you could just respect it. And like you said, acknowledge it as this is what it is for this person.
For that person.
And this is what, like you said, individuality.
Right.
This is what it is for them. This is what it is for me.
Right.
And that's why I said
because everybody got their own
Well,
everybody has
a
right
to
their feelings.
Robert
Everybody has those
Robert
things.
Hall, a true child of God
Big
shouldn't
Rob.
fear nothing because he is with us always. You're absolutely right about
I
that,
agree
but
with
but most people are not in that same mindset as what we're getting to.
No,
because
but I'm not getting that. I'm not trying to be smart, but my reality is I talk about me.
Right.
Because I know me well. So I always keep the focus on me.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of what I don't know because I don't know it yet.
Oh, Robert
But
Hall.
when I learned it, that is the gift
Oh, Robert
of
Hall,
knowledge, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. I can only see in others what I know to be in myself because I recognize those things. What if I see something in somebody else that I've never seen before? You damn right I'm asking questions because now I'm on a learning trip.
Right.
So okay.
So when I speak about me because what comes out my mouth is what I know.
I feel you with that. So
I cannot speak for others.
Subject. So the next subject is this summer.
Right on, bro.
When just as the unemployment rate is supposed to rise, not the unemployment, the minimum wage rate is supposed to rise to $10 an hour. There are a rash of young teens, mainly foster care teenagers, who are jumping on these 2 and 3 jobs during the day. Now, most of these teenagers that we have gotten a rash of is like, you gotta let my DHS worker know that I'm working. You have to let the house that I live in know that I'm working.
Right.
And they claim that the stipend that they get, they're supposed to, by law, get at least $300 from each time this person gets paid for caring for them. So no matter how it's broken down for this kid, put into a bank account, stretched out, this kid, out of all the money you get paid for the kid, gets $300 cash. Especially the teenagers, but these teenagers.
But that's not true. I can tell you that because I've worked in that system. And to be honest with you, I'm still somewhat in that system. So let's not get it twisted. That's not true. You know what the biggest pain in the ass is? If the child, you can't hear me. If the child has what's called a foster care agency and the child is wavered, or the child has a state payee. Okay. See, the state payee has to have knowledge of all the child's money, all of it.
Right.
So
because the child is still under
the 2-3 jobs. Okay, you're tracking this money, so you can't track that money. Take that.
That's not going to happen because Social Security tracks all money that is
they
honestly.
Every day.
Okay, but that's not why they do it because some foster parents, unfortunately, feel that they should charge the child room and board when they know they're being paid by the foster care agencies. Because the child can spend what they will do is the child gets his own bank account. Nobody can take that card or that bank account from him.
Can anybody hear that? Do y'all want to waive
if he's willing and able to work, that is his money. Now, all his receipts and stuff have to be reported to his payee because every year his payee has to make a count of all his money to make sure you honest foster parents, because they always come to fuck after you. Mm-hmm. They never come after the dishonest ones because you are an easier target. Right. So always remember, if you have a child who is in a foster care program, because this state monitors this shit, or is wavered, and they are working, the money they make belongs to them. put it in an account with their name on it. If they're able to work, you can monitor how they spend their money. But every time they spend their money, make sure they spend it in cash and you get a receipt. If you don't have a receipt, make them sign a receipt because the state payee has to report all that earning to Social Security.
So
And if they can't find the earning, guess who they're going to blame them on?
So let me ask you a question. Let me cut in and ask you a question. So you got this foster care worker who's getting paid for taking care of said child. Said child turns around and gets maybe 2 jobs and is paying the foster care worker for room and board. Isn't there
But
a law
that's
against
not going to work. I can tell you, this is why that's not going to work. If a foster care child is working 2 jobs, let's say just making $8 an hour, right? As a foster care somebody in the system, they are not allowed to make a certain amount a year.
That's what I was trying
So
to find
something
out.
doesn't smell right in this fish tank.
That's
And what makes it so bad, I'm not a bottom feeder. I feed off the algae on the glass. So when it doesn't smell right to me, don't think I'm going down to the bottom of the thing. Because if the child is working 2 jobs, then he may be making too much money. Now, if he's working 2 part-time jobs, then you need to question yourself as to why. Be careful, because he may be planning on moving.
Wow.
Yeah, because one
Because I can get
And you said he was working, so that also tells me he's 18. So 18 or a woman or a young man can sign themselves out the system. I would suggest to them not to, but they can. But as long as you have a mental illness of any type, and you are in that system, let that system take care of you. Because there's a lot more that it will do for the foster kids than people know. But I can tell you this. The state government in the foster care system is a pain in the ass.
Right.
Because being a foster parent used to be something everybody wanted to be.
right.
But because of a few bad apples, they have changed the laws stringently. And people think that you can go into foster care to make money. But I'll tell you this, if you go in it for the money, you're going to be sadly disappointed. Sadly disappointed. Because to raise somebody else's child who has had 5 or 6 other foster parents comes with baggage. And all those baggage are defense skills that they've learned from being in each foster parent home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that's all different environments.
So if you think that little bit of money is worthy of you trying to break them out of that ugly habit, then go for it. I can assure you,
It ain't gonna work.
your fucking dog, if you got him sprayed, neutered, and a chip in him, will cost you more than that money.
Wow. To the block. So, Cal, man, I mean, what's going on with our latest joints? You know, since we got into a show and everything.
So this is what's going on. So. Hot Body Soap has taken dry cherries and made a whole bunch of detoxifying products out of it.
Got cherries.
Okay, so these cherries are sun-dried. They have olive oil. They are in purified coconut oil. And on the research, if you go into our website on cherries, lets you know exactly how cherries detoxify themselves, detoxify your system, whether you bathe in them. So these are dry cherry baths. Soak your feet and your feet in, your hands in. So
I'm gonna let you know. You see that when it has been opened? I thought it was a hors d'oeuvre.
Oh wow.
I swear to God. I was like, shoot, get some candy.
There's some Pluto, there's some
I
Jello.
thought it was an hors
There's
d'oeuvre.
some Jello over there. Some Jello shot.
I thought it was.
Ain't right. The
Yeah.
next thing we have
We are black.
is our peach hand cream.
Right.
Made out of purified peaches. So I took peaches and I purified them and extracted the skin from them. I
See
want
the
you to open it.
peaches. Purified.
And it has shea butter,
Shea
coconut
butter.
butter in there.
Coconut butter.
and
you have a very
argan
stringent
oil.
infusion system, and I would suggest you not recommend or tell them anything about how you infuse.
Oh no!
You can
We
tell
would never
you can tell them
do
what's in it, but you're not telling
that.
how you infuse it.
But they are infused. So you try that hand butter. Try that.
Yes, I.
Live demonstration. Live
Good rub in.
demonstration.
Get a good rub in.
Nice.
See, light on the hands, not so greasy. So if
Doesn't
you don't
make
like
your
heavy
hands
lotion or
silky?
something.
I mean, my hands are smooth, but this is keep them smooth.
So, you know,
And it feels
nothing
like
can
the
do
soft
anything
and
for
somebody-
Richard's hands.
Or anything else.
Everything on that nigga's just sandy like Phila.
When it's so clean.
Okay. I gave Richard some body butter. How did you like the body butter?
Nah, man, that body butter's good. That's nice, man. Lord, make this shit all silky. Yeah.
Did y'all slither around or something?
You and Tam Tam slither around in it.
We don't use plastic shit.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
I gotta picture that, man.
No.
Why would you do that? I'm never making body
No.
butter again.
That's not a memory I want.
And you know what
No.
I'm saying?
No.
Oh my God.
Yes, change the subject.
Cut out the stuff. So we also have the brown sugar foot scrub.
Well, right.
Okay.
Brown sugar foot scrub.
Look at this one. He just snatched it out of my hand.
Mhm.
Right? Even
No.
had a chance to.
Let me say this. I smelled that, and it's raw brown sugar. So you use the very natural herbal.
Yes.
And
Yes.
because it's raw, that means it's very dense and also very sandy, which means
Yes,
it cleans very well.
And it'll help exfoliate.
Because it's a scrub.
Yeah.
I was over here, you know. I truly thought they were food. I was over here opening them, deciding which one I was going to eat.
Well, they're all.
But I said, damn, she don't have
You're
any.
trying it, they're organic.
She said she don't have any crackers over here.
They're organic.
Ah, and I didn't see a spoon or a fork.
The reason why I made
I'm
it.
sitting there like, yo, hold
The
up.
reason why I use
Yo, I was
natural
shocked.
essential oils.
I was
I use
sizing them up
organic
too, though.
fruits.
Don't think I
It's
want
because
to know.
if a
That's the
baby
same. You see them
or
making.
your pet got a hold of one of my products and decided to eat it,
Right.
there's even organic soap inside of the foot scrub. Okay, so
Damn.
it's all natural Castile soap.
Just organic. It's just organic.
So your baby will actually fruits and oils from fruit.
It's all natural.
Well, that's called tossing the salad.
These are very good ingredients because,
Yeah.
as you know, I learned to sniff beautiful things. And I truly thought they were. I was truly. You see, I kept looking around. Well, damn, when she's going to pass the plates out?
Well,
But they're 100% organic, all natural. They exfoliate your skin, pull toxins out of your body. That's what the dry cherry bath does.
Right.
But you know, it's a whole system. And then you have the peach moisturizing butter after that. We have lip balm.
Mm-hmm.
And we also have grapeseed plum anti-aging butter coming up. It's got one more week to age.
Mm.
I wasn't ready. You know, all of them have to cure and age and form a relationship with each other. But it's got one more week to age, and then we have the anti-aging
Well,
butter.
do me a favor. Put them on another surface, not next to me.
Because they was eight, yo.
First of all, the cherry one, the cherries look plump. And I was truly saying, damn, at least you could put a cracker over it. And I smelled it and I was like, oh my God, it's sweet and savory at the same time. Because I could smell it. I was like, well, what the hell? What's she going to put me a fork?
If you would have eaten that shit out of the floor.
Oh, no.
Oh my
The ingredients in it is edible.
Yes.
So it
Yes.
would not have, but it's a sweet, savory smell.
Yes, it's dried cherries, the coconut oil, the olive oil. It would
Yes.
never hurt anybody.
No, it's
It would just been like, this thing.
oh, I would not have told y'all. I just had really
just been sitting somewhere.
We just want you to remember that we have shows that are going to be coming on in September. Just stay tuned for the first.
Okay, yeah, I'm September 1st. I'm coming. September 1st, and what was it, September 4th or something like that?
Right.
Wednesday,
and I am September the 2nd and September the 5th. Just remember that we have also Kim on the 4th as well, right?
Kim's on the 4th, but Kim's still doing, I think, she didn't take the summer vacation, man.
Yeah, she was.
So remember to watch the Cupcake Show, right?
Yeah.
Cupcake, chill.
On Wednesday, she was on before we were. So just remember that we will be back. Men are Black Diamonds Monday coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
hold up. The Pimper Philly is going to Charlie B for my baby Dan, and everybody, y'all come on out, visit, because the hood, Pretty Rick is going to be filming live out there because it's going to be, chill with Pretty.
Listen, you guys can come out and be part of our studio audience now, right here in Hood to Hood Station Studio.
Come on.
We have this new game show. Anybody want to tell them about the new balloon pop game show?
Well, the object of the game is that we're going to have balloons that are going to be on the wall, and I guess they're going to.
Wait a minute. No, don't tell them. Because if you tell them, they'll anticipate.
Yep.
Guess what?
Come.
I'm not going to make you come.
I know that's right.
I'll put it this way. I've never been around.
I know.
I've never had a good time. So if you come, we can assure you, you will enjoy yourself.
Oh yes, you're gonna enjoy yourself because we have a lot of gifts and amenities for our guest show hosts. But our new game show, you have a chance to win $100 cash from Hood to Hood Station.
There you go.
Okay, so you have to get your raffle tickets. You could text 267-882-8461. Text ticket to 267-882-8461. If you haven't got that, just inbox one of us and we'll give you the number and we will send you a link. We take all major credit cards and we will send you a link to get your raffle ticket. And you come here to the studio audience, you get your mystery gift, and you get to choose your balloon to see if you win cash prizes from Hood to Hood Station.
Hood to Hood.
Wow, that was a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah, wow.
But also to remember,
this is the shit that we can't do on the cable station.
Time out on Thursday,
right?
And then I don't know when we're gonna put a Friday. We're getting a Friday show together.
He says so.
Okay.
He says so.
Well, and we know Pretty Rick's show is gonna be probably on Saturdays, right?
Listen, I got XL coming. We just looked at the video.
He's supposed to be coming out with Thug Chronicles, and he
I got no choice.
And just remember,
I was in the hood.
Just remember, the other show besides for the Cupcake Show is Nehemiah Tabernacle comes on Sunday.
Nehemiah.
11:45 a.m. You can always get your church on. The Nehemiah
Tabernacle. It is very convenient.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Oh, he switched it to 11 o'clock. He was going on.
No,
you can hear the Reverend clapping down the street.
I watch Nehemiah every day.
But it's fine.
Okay.
We black, I think.
But just remember to look for all of us. You know that Jessica Kelly will be back probably soon. We got a couple of others, so just know to stay tuned until the next time you see us, which will be, you'll see me on Monday and Sunday, and then another on Thursday, and then we got.
Making the microphone sing. Rick, stop touching shit.
I'm not touching nothing. See, you were so black. See, why you gotta blame Rich? Nah, it wasn't my fault.
Because you making the microphone.
Remember Pretty Rick show on Saturday.
The metal in his head.
He's going to be doing a show with him and Tam. So just remember that.
You said that.
Jeffrey, why are you pinching and tickling the wrong ass man? No, it's Thug Chronicles.
Oh,
I can see her Chronicles.
Eye on the Hood, that's Thug Chronicles.
That's right.
Chronicles, my man.
You was talking to him. You feeling me? I get it.
Also, bring yourself down to Studio 7 Bar. They're about to have Seafood Mondays back. On Mondays, they're about to cook up a whole bunch of seafood. Oh, they got some shrimps.
They got shrimp.
They're going to have some crababas.
Crababas.
And all that other stuff.
What about some lobster?
I don't know if they're going to have some
Hold on, that sounds like something you got to get an ointment for. So let's not.
Check out down the Studio 7 Reggae Bar, especially, DJ Reese fan, my son will be playing every Saturday night for Deafness, so come down to see him. But you got to come out, check out Seafood Monday.
And just remember, we still have the Ebony Alert.
Right on.
We still have the Ebony Alert. Look out for it. Somebody in your neighborhood.
Let's talk to y'all about the Ebony Alert. I appreciate. I appreciate everybody who likes the Ebony Alert, but please share it, because if the information doesn't get out there, nobody's going to get found. So listen, remember, your ass has subscribed to the madness. All of us working folks is getting ready to go to bed because it's 11 something, and we'll see you back here.
She only can speak for herself. It's only 11 something.
To your ass.
Jeff's the one that just mentioned it, sitting here mumbling.
Then speak for Jeff. But
over here turning off his computer and
as usual, it has been a pleasure.
I love y'all out here. Hood, baby. Hood. We see
Thank y'all for coming back. See us. We will see you next Wednesday at the round table, the royal court and everything. We're going to go live and have our studio audience here so you can get to meet some of the members. We love you. Stay peace.
We're black.
Stay hood.
Come on, Jack.
Stay to his station.
All right. Good to
Y'all are retarded.
We supposed to.
It's okay. It's okay though. Oh, that's a lot of numbers. Thank y'all. My phone been dead. My phone died. My phone died.
We'll get some ruckus on. That's nice.
Okay, and we are in.
Oh,
and we're still are we still streaming live on YouTube?
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube. Oh, what the fuck is up here?
In the screen.
Mine is still one too.
Ooh.
I thought everything cuts off.